Welcome back to Mass Effect, guys. Welcome back to Asteroid X-57. We are on the hunt for a Batarian extremist who's trying to destroy the human colony on Terra Nova of about 4 million people. We've stopped all of the kind of jet engine things that are propelling the asteroid, but I don't know whether we're going to need to turn some other boosters on because we're in space, right? It's not like we're just going to grind to a halt. We're going to have to it's going to need to be pushed in the other direction. The Batarian leader is called Balak. If he starts to annoy me, I will refer to him as Bollock. Oh dear. That's all we've got left to do. I think we found all the other side quests. Looks like there's some turrets out here. We have of course, got Ashley and Caden with us. There's a lot of turrets from the looks of this. What was this place called? The main facility? Yep. This is where he's hiding out. Some of his men have abandoned him. We let them go, which might have been a bad idea, if I'm being honest. They are slavers after all. Hello, turrets. This looks like an ambush. Oh, they're turtling. Missed. Turrets on wheels, really. He's got his own little shed. Good for him. Alright, entrance console. Okay, so this is an underground facility, it seems. Sure. Make sure we're quick saving consistently here. Looking very... I've just forgotten what like the troopers in Star Wars. I do like Caden's mask, I have to admit. Yeah, guess we're going in. Don't know how. Alright. Weapons hot, guys. Sip of coffee. To prepare. I imagine he's gonna be using the hostages here to negotiate his way out of this. Blood on the floor. 2 extra grenades, but we were already full up. Let's have a goose at the map. Okay, this is a pretty hefty facility. We've got an upper level, got prison cells, so that's to the medical bay. That should probably be our first port of call. Yeah, we've got enemies. Oh, look at this place with the trees. This looks like the citadel. Dude! Have we got some sort of sniper or something?
Powering up.
Get away! Right, let's run around the other side, guys, and flank them. Right, Ashley, get in there. Why is my gun still overheated? Headshot.
Now it's fun.
Ow, ow, ow. Got him. Alright guys, to me, to me. Where is he? Jesus. I am sick of this guy.
Ready, gel deploy.
Right, Ashes, let's go. Is it just drones left? Down. I've got one more Batarian somewhere. Hello. Eat it. I know I need to use my abilities more, but they weren't doing too much damage to us. So let's just YOLO our way through. Oh, we got some. Oh, no, that's not what I meant.
Die, human!
Headshot.
You humans.
Oh.
You're almost more trouble than you're worth.
What? And you're not? What are you doing?
Let the hostages go, and maybe you'll live long enough to explain yourself to the council.
He doesn't care about
I don't
them.
answer to the council. Or to you. I'm leaving this asteroid. If you try to stop me, I'll detonate these charges, and your helper and her friends are all going to die.
It's not that simple, mate. You could just do that anyway.
I can't just let you go, Balak. Not after what happened here.
This is nothing. You humans have done far worse to the Batarians. We've been forced into exile, forced to survive on what we can scrounge up. It's been like that for decades.
I mean, okay, so obviously I don't know the full history here. I don't think we've been at war with the Batarians. They're just unhappy that we've been allowed to colonize, whereas they haven't been allowed to colonize anywhere near as much, right? And they've been around for a lot longer. So why do you blame us?
Why take it out on these people? They didn't do anything to you or the Batarians.
Didn't do anything. Aside from colonizing a world that could have been ours. Aside from using resources that should have been ours. We were left to defend ourselves, but the humans were stronger than us. We knew that. The Council knew that. But it didn't matter. It was you. You and your kind are the only reason we're in this position.
So, just from what the menu's been telling me about the option on the left being what you pick for more information, but I'd rather say that doesn't make it right. It doesn't make genocide right, though, does it?
And how does killing innocent people make up for that?
We had no other options. Sometimes you need to get someone's attention before they'll listen.
Bloody terrorists. Sorry, that's just got me. Why something so, like, horrendously English? Why does that show up there? That's so funny. Apples, pears, other various fruits. Cockney rhyming slang, you know. But just like what happened on Elysium.
Is that what Elysium was? A way to get our attention? Well, you got it. And when we responded, you ran like cowards. Now you want to start it all over again.
Enough! You couldn't possibly understand. Actually, you just don't want to understand. And
No.
I'm done wasting my breath. Now, if you want your friends to live, I suggest you step aside.
Oh, shit. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but he's planted explosives here, so surely as soon as he leaves, he's just going to blow it up anyway. And obviously we have to save the hostages, but this kind of defies logic a little bit here, right? This is at times can be a real problem with decision making in games, because I know that that's a possibility, but if my character hasn't outwardly stated that as a possibility, I don't know if that's going to be taken into account or is even possible. Do you know what I mean? It's really difficult with things like that. Like sometimes your character has realised something that you haven't, or sometimes you've realised something that your character hasn't, so that's what can make it a bit difficult. Fine. See you later.
You can go, but this isn't over. I'll find you eventually.
Maybe. But I made sure you won't follow me today. Those charges are still on a timer. Better hurry if you want to save your friends.
I think we got him, Commander.
3 minutes? Oh, don't do this. Oh, what the hell, man?
Now it gets fun.
Whatever, man. No, no, no. What are you doing? Right, our teammates can take care of these things.
Now I'm ready.
Tell me it's up here, man. Got it. think there were only 3, right? Yeah. All charges, release the scientist from the prison cell. Hello there, Simon.
Is that all right?
It's the only option, dude.
Letting him go was better than the alternative. I thought you were gonna stay someplace safe.
There might have been something I could have done to help. I thought I should be here. I know this asteroid better than anyone. You did it. Another hour and our course would have been irreversible. I ran the numbers, Shepard. X-57 would have struck near the capital city, the most densely populated region. But that's not going to happen, thanks to you. Is Katie in here? Is she all right? Is her team?
I don't know.
I think so. There are hostages in one of the offices nearby. Balak said he'd blow them up if I didn't let him leave.
You let him go to save them? Is that... Will you get in trouble for that? I mean, he could do the same thing somewhere else, couldn't he?
I mean, was I just supposed to let them die?
You think I should have let him blow up your friends? Sacrificed a few now to avoid possible deaths later?
What? No,
Nobody dies on my watch. Yeah, Balak might attack another colony in the future. If he does, I'll be there to nail him to the wall.
Ease down, miss.
Tell me to ease down.
Anyone asks me, you did the right thing. They say otherwise, I'll set them straight. Shepard, thank you for my grandchildren's lives. I don't think I'll stick around, though. Not with the team gone. Too many ghosts. It's time for me to get back and spend some time with my family. Before I go, I'd like to offer you something. Maybe you'll have more use for it than I will. As lead engineer, I get some quality items. Take your pick. You've earned it.
Oh. Give me the Omni tool. I'd like him to fix his hair first and foremost. Oh, why would you do this? I mean, we should take the Omni tool, right? But I kind of want armor. Quarian armor. Interesting that that's an option. But because these are... I'm guessing the Omni tool is his best thing. He is an engineer, so...
I know it's a lot to ask, but that Omni tool of yours, I could really use something like that.
Shepard, I think I mentioned that you saved my kids and grandkids. What's an Omni tool compared to that? Take it, with my blessing. I hope you get good use out of it.
Yes. Now fix your haircut and that horrendous goatee.
One more thing. You asked me to look into your missing engineers.
They're all dead.
You found them?
Yeah, they didn't make it, mate.
Yes, all of them. Their bodies, anyway.
Oh. I see. Well then, I guess it's better than not knowing.
Take care of yourself.
Be well, Shepard. We owe you.
The Savant 8. Imagine if I click reduce to Omnigel by accident. Wow. Shield bonus. Med recharge is the same, unfortunately. Tech cooldown bonus is massive, though. So that means we could really spam. Things like hacking, decryption, overload, and damping. Yeah, I need to get into the habit of using that stuff more as well. Right, let's go talk to the scientists.
I can't believe you let Balak go. To save us.
Maybe she doesn't agree.
I half expected you to just let us die. Sacrifice the few for the many.
That's not my way. That's, yeah, I mean... I imagine there might be a decision down the road where we're faced with a real millions, save millions or save the few or save the many, like in a more direct way. So I'm not saying that is always off the table, right? Sometimes you're in a no-win situation with that kind of decision, but I guess that's not my way.
Then I'd be no better than the Batarians. Besides, Balak won't get away with this. I know who he is now. He can't run forever.
You sound like my brother. He was always so stubborn, but always willing to do the right thing, no matter what.
Is that who we heard die on the radio?
Your brother was the one Balak killed?
Yes. Aaron. He was the one who convinced me to join the team here. Said it would be an adventure. I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but I should see to Aaron.
Yeah, of course, go.
I understand. You've been through enough today. I'll get out of your way.
Thank you. Oh, I don't even know your name.
Shepard.
Shepard. Commander Shepard.
Thank you, Commander Shepard. You're not exactly what I expected, but thank you.
What will you do now?
That was a brave thing you did, Kate. Contacting me on the radio, risking your life.
Stubborn and determined runs in the family. My father was in the Alliance back on Earth. I think he was disappointed none of us kids signed up, but he'd be proud of Aaron. Sorry. I just...
Can you tell me anything else about the Batarians?
What can you tell me about the Batarians? What were they hoping to achieve with all this?
I don't even think they knew. When they first arrived, they were talking about getting us back to their ship. Wanted to sell us as slaves. When Balak showed up, everything changed. It was his idea to redirect the asteroid. Said it was the will of the Batarian Rebellion, whatever that is. They followed him quickly enough, but I don't know. I don't think they're all as fanatical as he was.
No, of course they're not. The asteroid?
How did the asteroid get all the way over here? And why wasn't someone alerted sooner?
The asteroid was scheduled to arrive in a day or two. Balak just sped it up. This rock is full of valuable minerals, but it was too far from Terra Nova to be profitable, so we attached some fusion rockets to it and drove it back. It was all going smoothly until... We'll get everything back to normal soon enough. Almost everything.
Damn it, Kate. Right, you go lay your brother to rest.
You've been through a lot. I'll get out of your way. So long, Kate.
I appreciate that, Commander. Goodbye.
Right. Oh, jeez.
Thank you so much. I thought we were all dead.
Sorry, Kate.
Why now? What do the Batarians want?
Okay, let's just have a little look around, see if there are any chests or anything before we leave. Imagine the council aren't going to be happy with this either, because we let someone else go. Maybe the Rachni and the Batarians will form some sort of union. There are elevators apparently, or are they just exits? This is a door, but guess we can't get through. Or is it just it's just the stairwell, isn't it? Okay, guess that's everything. Right, we do have a bunch of Codex entries, some journal stuff. Simon. Right, let's check all that out. Right, journal. A rogue VI. Okay, yeah, that's back. That's back near Earth. That will be really awesome. I'm tempted to go and deal with that because you guys have heard how interested I am in AI and that kind of stuff in general. I loved learning about, because you know, we did a bit on AI as part of my psychology degree, but you don't go into it in the kind of in-depth that you would, you know, if you were studying stuff like that specifically, because it's only an undergraduate degree, right? Okay, update, bring down the sky, council races, and I've got those ships and vehicles and technology logs. We've got some planets and locations stuff to read as well. Alright, time to have a bit of a read. Got some fresh coffee. So, planets and locations.
Pharos is a habitable.
Vermeer
is a lush.
Okay. Vermeer is a lush world located on the frontier of the Attican Traverse. Its vast seas and orbital position on the inner life zone have created a wide equatorial band of humid, tropical terrain. Only the political instability of the region has impeded efforts at colonization. Many times, the Citadel has opened negotiations to settle Vermeer with the various criminal gangs and petty dictatorships in the nearby terminus systems. All fell apart due to internal power shifts within the opposing parties. The Citadel has written off the colonization of Vermeer as impossible without significant political change. The terminus powers themselves are unlikely to ever settle Vermeer. Most lack the resources to support settlement of a virgin world, finding it more expedient to steal from their neighbours than build from themselves. Did we get a quest to do with Vermeer? Am I going balmy? Yeah, you've received word that a Solarian reconnaissance team on Vermeer has information about Seren. Oh, that's a main mission. Yeah, that's. I needed you guys to tell me if this was the point of no return mission. But from what I understand, we'll only get that after we've gone to Pharos. So I'll leave that for now because I think I'm going to go and do this VI mission. Yeah. Right. Let's keep trucking on with the Codex. Nothing else in the primary, or in the secondary. So let's read about some more council race stuff. Okay, so we've got some Solarian stuff here. Excellent. Solarians. The League of One. Before they joined the Citadel Council, the Solarians' most potent military tool was a small reconnaissance team known as the League of One. Their primary training was in espionage and assassination. Never more than a dozen strong, the team was adept at infiltrating the tightest defences and eliminating all necessary obstacles. Only a few top members of the government and military were privy to the League's identities. League members wore no distinguishing garments and held no particular rank. The only evidence of their participation in the League was a small medallion presented to each member upon induction. This secrecy was maintained until the formation of the Council. In an effort to dispel rumours and appease their new Asari partners, the Solarian Union released all classified documents pertaining to the League. The League of One was suddenly exposed and in danger of being hunted by enemies of the Solarians. Before any harm could be done, the team mysteriously disappeared. Most assumed this was a convenient lie to help hide their identities, but a few months later the inner cabinet was murdered. Though there was no incriminating evidence, it was clear who was responsible. What? The inner cabinet of what? The inner cabinet of what? The Solarian government? Okay. Realizing the threat posed by this rogue outfit, the Special Tasks Group dispatched a team of hunters. When they didn't return, the Special Task Group dispatched 10 of its brightest operators with broad discretionary powers. Only 2 returned. They reported no evidence of the League. No further incidents were reported, and it was assumed the League was wiped out. Some recently declassified documents, however, have suggested there may have been a 13th member who eluded the Solarian military. I'm a bit confused. The inner cabinet of the Solarian Union was murdered, or the League of One themselves, their inner cabinet was murdered? This sounds like it was a long time ago, though. Considering the lifespan of Solarians, none of these League of One agents would be still alive. So similar concepts to the Spectres, obviously. Maybe that's where the idea originated from. Maybe some of them graduated to become Spectres. Solarian Special Tasks Groups. Solarian intelligence field agents are grouped into an organization called the Special Tasks Group. STG operators work in independent cells, performing dangerous missions such as counter-terrorism, infiltration, reconnaissance, assassination, and sabotage. The STG is a proactive organization, puncturing worrisome trends before they become movements. At any time, a dozen groups are operating covertly within the lawless Terminus system, sowing dissent among the various factions. Civilian analysts also note how troublesome hinge point individuals in Terminus frequently meet unexpected deaths. STG operators are feared throughout the galaxy for their clear-eyed, remorseless practicality. They are willing to do whatever it takes to achieve their mission, even if it kills civilians or results in the team's own destruction. In many ways, they are akin to the Council Spectres. Recently, a number of STG cells have been redeployed from Solarian Union. It's assumed they are in the Terminus and Attican Traverse, investigating reports of Geth activity beyond the Perseus Veil. That is fascinating, man. I really wanted a Solarian squad mate. They're fascinating, man. Fascinating. It'd be cool if maybe, I don't know if I don't know obviously the structure of the second or third games, or maybe if there'd be a quest where we get kind of stranded in the Terminus systems, in kind of like a Star Trek Voyager style, where we can't get out, so we're having to constantly fend for ourselves. Okay, an update on Bring Down the Sky. Is that the name of... Oh, that's the name of this mission we've just done. Got you. Okay. Human cultures remain linguistically divided. I've been wanting to know about languages, but in terms of the aliens in particular, but I feels like a lot of the colonies and stuff there was some influence of Chinese, right? Stuff like Shanxi was the name of one place, right? The place that got attacked by the Turians. So I've kind of been wondering why everyone seems American. Obviously, that's just a translation, I suppose. But right, human cultures remain linguistically divided. Some converse in Spanish, others in Mandarin, Arabic, Swahili, etc. Every alien race has their own equally broad panoply of languages and dialects. I don't think I've ever heard that word. Panoply. Panoply? Most individuals know only their mother tongue and rely on machine translation. Interesting. Modern portable computers allow anyone with a few hundred credits of equipment to enjoy seamless real-time translation of alien languages, courtesy of handheld PDAs, computers in clothing or jewelry or subdermal implants. Without fast and accurate translation, galactic trade and culture could not exist. Governments provide subsidized software, updated through the public extranet on the fly, often as users approach spaceport customs facilities. Even the Batarians, who isolated themselves from galactic society nearly 2 decades ago, take pains to provide up-to-date glossaries and linguistic rules. though most suspect this is only so they can continue exporting propaganda. It's still considered broad-minded and practical to be able to speak without machine aid. Children often take courses in alien language, and most races can speak the simplified artificial trade tongue with little difficulty. Some species must rely on machine translation to interact with the rest of the galaxy. Hanar, for example, cannot reproduce the spoken language of any humanoid species. And other races cannot reproduce Hanar bioluminescence without mechanical aid. Yeah, interesting. Newly discovered or obscure races don't have machine translation available until the linguists have had time to study them. Yeah, I mean, you definitely get more from more cultural understanding from learning the actual language itself, not just hearing a translation into your own. That's something I've never been particularly good at, is learning other languages, even though I've had the desire to. It's just, I always feel like you can't, if you don't have like a natural, not natural, but if you don't have an interest in learning the language in the first place, I think it can be quite difficult to learn other languages unless you live somewhere that speaks it. Then you can absorb it kind of much more comfortably, because it's around you in your everyday life, and you have to use it just from a sense of practicality. Oh god. Okay, do we need to read appearance as well? I don't know. The faster than light drive charge, not feather light, as I keep saying by accident. As positive or negative electric current is passed through an F? That's a typo. That should be A. Through an F. I know it sounds right to say an because you pronounce F with like an E at the beginning. A positive or negative electric current is passed through a faster than light drive core. It requires a static electrical charge. Drives can be operated on an average of 50 hours before they reach charge saturation. This change is proportional to the magnitude of mass reduction. A heavier or faster ship reaches saturation more quickly. If the charge is allowed to build, the core will discharge into the hull of a ship. All ungrounded crew members are fried to a crisp. All electronic systems are burned out, and metal bulkheads may be melted and fused together. The safest way to discharge a core is to land on a planet and establish a connection to the ground, like a lightning rod. Larger vessels like dreadnoughts can't land and must discharge into a planetary magnetic field. The ship passes the charge from the drive core to the exterior armoured hull, then drives into the magnetic field. This is going over my head, man. As the hull discharges, sheets of lightning jump away into the field, creating beautiful auroral displays on the planet. The ship must retract its sensors and weapons while dumping charge to prevent damage, leaving it blind and helpless. Discharging at a moon with a weak magnetic field can take days. Discharging into a powerful field of a gas giant may require less than an hour. Deep space facilities such as the Citadel often have special discharge facilities for visiting ships. Interesting. Yeah, there's always some sort of fuel disposal that has to happen, right? You can't really get around that. Okay, combat endurance in space. Heat management. Ooh, I'm looking forward to that one. There might be something interesting in here, you never know. Right, heat limits the length and intensity of ship-to-ship combat. Starships generate enormous heat when they fire high-energy weapons, perform maneuvering burns, and run onboard combat electronics. In combat, warships produce heat much more quickly than they can disperse it. As heat builds within a vessel, the crewed spaces become increasingly uncomfortable before the heat reaches lethal levels. A ship must win or retreat by entering faster than light drive. After a faster than light run, it is an FTL. Have I never noticed that? The ship halts, shuts down non-essential systems, and activates the heat radiation gear. Combat endurance varies by ship design and by the battle's location. Battles in the deep cold of interstellar space can go on for some time. Engagements close to a star are brief, since habitable worlds are usually close to a star. Battles over them are frantic. I wonder if we get to do space combat in 2 or 3. That'd be too complicated. Crew considerations. Interesting. Cabins give each individual 10 cubic meters of space. On larger vessels, private rooms are common. As ships get smaller, the number of crew packed into a single ward room increases. Asari prefer shared spaces even on large vessels, while Krogan territorial instincts make it impossible for them to cohabitate even on the smallest ships. On smaller vessels, hot bunking is the norm. Crew members assigned to different watches share the same bunk. When one gets off duty, he wakes up the person in the bunk. While that crewman is on duty, the first gets his rack time. Spacecraft compartments can be isolated by airtight doors in case of decompression. The cinematic vision of explosive decompression is fiction. Hold compartments either take enough damage that occupants are killed instantly or leak slowly enough that they are able to reach protective gear. Compartments are equipped with emergency life support apparatus. Fireproof plastic bubbles with air bottles. Small when stowed, ELSA comfortably accommodate one individual inflated. Damage control procedure cuts off ventilation to burning compartments. Without oxygen to consume, fires die in seconds. The compartment is repressurized afterwards for crew recovery. Mass effect fields create an artificial gravity agrav plane below the decks, preventing muscle atrophy and bone loss in 0G. Large vessels arrange their decks perpendicular to their thrust axis. The highest decks are at the bow and the lowest at the engines. This allows artificial gravity to work with the inertial effects of thrust. Ships that can land arrange their decks laterally, so the crew can move about while the vessel is on the ground. Warships normally turn off their artificial gravity systems during combat, reducing the heat generated by systems and increasing combat endurance. To provide a point of reference for navigating in 0G, floors are painted a different colour from the walls and ceiling. Interesting. Okay. We've got another one. We've got heat management. We'll read this and then we'll leave the asteroid. I don't want to read too much at once. Okay, dispersal of heat generated by onboard systems is a critical issue for a ship. If it can't deal with heat, the crew may be cooked within the hull. Radiation is the only way to shed heat in a vacuum. Civilian vessels utilize large, fragile radiator panels that are impossible to armor. Warships use diffuse radiator arrays, ceramic strips along the exterior of the armored hull. These make the ship appear striped to thermographic sensors. Since the arrangement of the strips depend on the internal configuration of the ship, the patterns for each vessel are unique and striking. On older ships, the DRA strips could become red or white hot. Dubbed tiger stripes or war paint by humans, the glowing DRA had a psychological impact on pirates and irregular forces. Strip radiators are not as efficient as panels, but if damaged by enemy fire, the ship only loses a small portion of its total radiation capacity. In most cases, a vessel's DRA alone allows it to cruise with no difficulties. Operations deep within a solar system can cause problems. A ship engaged in combat can produce titanic amounts of heat from maneuvering burns and weapons fire. When firing in a high heat environment, warships employ high efficiency droplet heat sinks. In a droplet system, tanks of liquid sodium or lithium absorb heat within the ship. The liquid is vented from spray nozzles near the bow as a thin sheet of millions of micrometer scale droplets. The droplets are caught at the stern and recycled into the system. A droplet system can sink 10 to 100 times as much heat as DRA strips. Droplet sheets resemble a surface ship's wake through the water. The wake peels out in sharp turns, spreading a fan of droplets as the ship changes vectors and leaves the coolant behind. Okay, I understand that because I've built a PC before. Water cooling versus air cooling, right? I've recently switched back to air cooling. It's more straightforward, man. Alright, we're out of here. We're doing this. We're going to this rogue VI on Earth's moon. Right, let's go. Oh, cutscene. Nope. Okay, that's it. Alright, let's, what button was it to leave? Yep. F. F to pay respects. Is that it? No word from the council? Let's check. Hey, where's my salute? I think he saluted. I don't think we can just ring up the council for a chat, unfortunately. Alright, Amanita, we are heading home. Now, because this is a quest about artificial intelligence, we have to bring Tali, right? I don't think we should bring Caden, because I think he has kind of bad memories of Earth, being treated as a bit of an outcast, because he was one of the first biotics. So we won't bring Caden. I don't think Ashley's been to Earth. She grew up on on different colonies, right, while her dad was moving around jobs. I feel like we should take Garrus. Well, I feel like we were taking Tali for sure, but I feel like we should take either Garrus or Liana. How am I going to get in a romance if I can't even get a name right? Is it Liara? It's Liara, Liana, Liara. I told you I'd keep forgetting a name, man. Some names, man, just goes in and out. I love you, whatever your name is. Alright, let's go. I don't know if there was stuff to talk to people about. Can we go to Terra Nova now? Oh, that's a shame. Oh, there was another solar system here, right? Utopia. Let's check Utopia out first while we're here, because I will forget. Arcadia, Xanadu, Nirvana, Eden Prime. We've been here before. Zion. God, Matrix vibes, anyone? So I guess we can't land here. Anywhere here except for Eden Prime. Okay, Zion is a hydrogen-helium gas giant, even larger than Jupiter. Despite its deep gravity well and lethal radiation, it supports... Hang on. Hang on. I meant to change my audio settings. Just a touch. What the hell are you doing, man? Stop. Yeah, I feel like that's better. I just feel like the dialogue is a little quiet sometimes. I just need to find the balance. Well, obviously, I can't change that in post. It's all together from the game audio. It might just be this menu that's a bit louder. Okay, despite its deep gravity well and lethal radiation, it supports a small helium-3 mining industry. The reason is simple. As the only gas giant in the Utopia system, it's the only local source of fuel for Eden Prime's power stations and spaceports. Zion has 112 satellites ranging from captured asteroids to the moon of Asphodel, which is large enough to retain a thick atmosphere. Population of 1,061. Interesting. So I take it we could revisit Eden Prime. No. It's got a 3.7 million population, so they didn't kill everyone there. This idyllic agrarian world was one of the first human colonies established beyond the Chiron mass relay. Eden Prime's biosphere is unusually well suited for importation of Earth's native life. This fertility drew heavy immigration and development by the Systems Alliance and various corporations. Today, Eden Prime is a model of sustainable, organised development. The population is housed space-efficient arcologies that tower over thousands of kilometres of green fields and orchards. Colony founded in 2152, 3.7 million population, and the capital is called Constant, slightly heavier gravity. Interesting. So Terra Nova, Eden Prime, nearly 10 million people. Arcadia. An unusually large terrestrial world, Arcadia has a dense atmosphere composed of nitrogen and helium. Its scorching hot surface is mainly composed of alkaline basalts, but metal deposits are plentiful. Though several spectacular examples of Colomar Basalt Formation offer scenic beauty, Arcadia's hostile environment has precluded commercial development. Ooh, 5Gs, that's really heavy. Nirvana. Nirvana has a trace atmosphere of xenon and krypton. The surface is a mix of water, ice, and iron oxides, with cryovolcanic plumes of potassium concentrated around the equatorial ridge. It's one hell of a sentence. Nirvana has little of commercial or scientific interest, though a few geological research stations were constructed in the early 2160s. All have been shut down for years. The Alliance maintains an automated ice cracking station which has quietly stockpiled a large amount of deuterium fuel for use by the fleet. Interesting. And last but not least, Xanadu. Have green. Doesn't look like a healthy green though. Xanadu's atmosphere is composed of methane and argon. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of potassium with deposits of calcium. Its location in the deep cold of the outer system and its lack of any valuable resources leave little to recommend it. Hey, it's got light gravity. Okay. So I think we are heading... Wait. Yeah, we're heading to Sol. Off we go. This is exciting then. I'm gonna see Earth. Oh, this is awesome. So, obviously we all know about the planets in our solar system, but I imagine some of them have been, because didn't it say there were colonies on Mars? Maybe on Jupiter? Or on Jupiter's moons? I know that a lot of science fiction puts colonies on Titan, which is one of Jupiter's moons, right? Because it's the most similar to Earth in our solar system. So let's start from... oh, they got rid of... Pluto is gone. Oh no, it's not. Has Pluto been declassified? Can't remember. Let's just examine the asteroid belt. Nope. Alright, Pluto. Have you been used for anything? Interesting, man. Pluto is one of Sol's numerous ice dwarf worlds. It's mainly of note for being the gravitational anchor for the Prothean mass relay to Arcturus. Pluto and the Chiron relay, formerly encased in ice and considered a moon, orbit each other. Pluto's orbit was circularized in 2157 as a side effect of the Chiron mass relay recovery operations. Population on the gateway stations is 9,300. Uranus, Neptune. Though Neptune, like Uranus, has plentiful helium, its remoteness made it an unpromising target for mining before development of Mass Effect drives. With Uranus cheaper to exploit, it's never seen extensive development. The only permanent human presence is a small research facility on Triton. Population on Triton, just 70 scientists, I imagine. Uranus, or Eurecton if you watch Futurama. After the development of Mass Effect faster-than-light drives, distant Uranus was the target of a land rush to exploit its combination of plentiful helium-3 fuel and shallow for a gas giant gravity well. Today, Uranus is the largest producer of helium-3 in Alliance space. Population 300,000? No way. Capital, Sakharov Station. That's awesome, man. Okay, next would be Saturn. That's my favourite. Saturn has been a major source of helium-3 fuel for fusion plants since the 2150s. The moon of Titan is mined, there we go, for hydrocarbons and used as a hostile environment training facility for Alliance Marines. Population, orbitals, and Titan, 117,000 people. Capital, Huygens Dome. Huygens Dome? That's like a, I think that's a Belgian word, isn't it? Huygens, a name, sorry. Big old Jupiter. Jupiter's deep gravity well and lethal radiation have kept its moons from being significantly exploited. The largest outpost is Binary Helix Corporation's Nautilus facility, attached to the underside of Europa's ice sheet. Population from the moons, 9,100. Mars. So Mars has been settled apparently, right? Or colonized. Once considered a prospect for terraforming and colonization, the discovery of faster-than-light travel turned Mars into a quiet backwater. Its southern pole is a historical preserve centered on the Prothean ruins found there. Immigration and development are restricted as the search for Prothean artifacts continues. Colony founded in 2103. Population 3.4 million. And the capital is Lowell City. Awesome. Okay, we've got Earth and Luna, but let's check out Venus and Mercury first. With its molten temperatures, sulfuric acid clouds, and crushing carbon dioxide atmosphere, Venus has only a handful of aerostat research outposts. 800 population 800. Mercury. A handful of solar power stations exist on peaks of eternal light at the north and south poles of Mercury. The difficulties imposed by the planet's proximity to the Sun and high orbital velocity have limited development. Population of 340. There's people everywhere. Earth. For detailed information, please refer to the standard issue Alliance Galactic Codex. Earth orbit is riddled with debris generated by bootstrap space development. Use of kinetic barriers is recommended at altitudes over 85 kilometers. Surface population 11.4 billion. Population on the L4 and L5 station 250,000. Fascinating. That's where we come from though, right? We don't probably don't want to go back. Okay, Luna. An early source of helium-3, Luna is now mined for materials used in space habitat construction. 24 major stations have been constructed at Earth's L4 and L5 Lagrange points, all from lunar resources. Colony founded in 2069, no way. 4.1 million population. Armstrong is the... Armstrong? Oh, right, fair enough. Still. Capital Armstrong. Not if you believe the conspiracy theorists. They've probably got like a statue of him punching that guy in the face who told him he didn't go to the moon, right? Right, this is where we're going. We're landing. I'm nervous, man. Happy weekend, by the way. This is going to be a long weekend episode, 90 minutes and all that. So, because we're dealing with a potential AI, or what's designated currently as a VI, we're taking Tali. So my question is here. So my choice here is between Liara, not Liana. What is the matter with me? Liara and Garrus. So Liara, just because, you know, she'll be interested to learn more about humans, I guess. And Garrus, because we haven't really taken him out yet. And because Turians have a bit of a fractious relationship with humans, so this might be a good way of him... I don't know if he's going to meet any humans though, is he? We just don't have any damage output. Part of me is hoping that this is a purely cerebral quest. Who do we take? Who do we take? Well, he's Garrus's sniper rifles, right? Rex is shotguns and assault rifles. Ashley is everything. Talia is pistols. Liara doesn't use any guns. Liara and Kane don't have any weapon specializations. I am torn. It's just because if we're going to be debating ethics and stuff, just think maybe Liara's experience might be more useful. And we're just going to have to be the main damage dealer here. We might be running into... So the hacking might be useful if we're running into mechanical enemies. If this VI is like armed the turrets and stuff. I'm hoping that this is a cerebral quest mission though. I could be wrong. I'm going to take Liara. We'll take Garrus next time. Sorry, Garrus. Right, ladies, off we go. We're going to need to level up Tali when we get there. Well, Liara too, true, I suppose. Oh, we are going to be landing. So, man, we are on the moon. So, I don't know if this is DLC. I imagine it probably is. Okay, so there's debris. It's the training ground, so we'll head to the debris first. Why not? Okay, Liara's got a few points. So let's get advanced lift. Why not? Draws objects. Let's bump up stasis. Excellent. Right, Tali, you've got a lot of points. Oh wait, she can use pistols. We should aim to get all her base abilities here. So we want to unlock damping. We want to unlock first aid. We want to unlock her shotgun specialization. We're going to have to spend quite a few points to get to Carnage, but it should be worth it in the long run. So decryption and hacking are pretty... Yeah, let's give her master hacking. And then let's put the rest of the points... Let's get her advanced overload. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could get advanced damping. Yeah, let's do that. We've maxed out her hacking. She can do a bit of decent... She's got her shotguns now. We've unlocked all her abilities. We're going to be a little bit fragile, I suspect. Let's get you a new Omni tool. Yeah, we'll give you the logic arrest tool. We'll get, let's prioritize shotguns first. Yeah, katana. New pistol. Stiletto is the triple shot one that we had, so let's give her that. She can have some other stuff as well. Look at all these Avengers. Right, Liara. You've still got the base biotic amp, which is annoying. Let's give you a new Omni tool. Let's just give you some new guns. For the sake of it. New armor? I don't think so. No. Tali. Is it specifically quarry and armor that we need? Yeah, it is. Yeah, we haven't even got any quarry and armor. Fair enough. Now, are we using all the best stuff for us? No. Scimitar. We've got the best pistols. Okay, sweet. Right, let's head to this resource first. I imagine we might get contacted by this AI first. I don't know where the population is on the moon. Obviously, it's not here. It's very weirdly open around here, right? Hopefully our electronic score is high enough for this. CCP Luna 23. Yeah, Tali's just in a normal gear. Manual bypass, sure. Damn it. Proton rounds, incendiary rounds, sure. And then I guess we're just heading to this bit on the map. Let's head over the ridges, I guess. Man, there's that America we can see, or the Americas, north and south. Certainly is. Okay, we've got turrets, it seems. They're already firing at us. Long range. Chill out, turrets. Oh, we got a level up again. Beautiful. Ow. Alright. Okay, we've got 3 different entrances. Now this is the one that's marked, right? Oh, no. They all go down to the same place, it seems. Right, let's quickly level everybody up. So we've maxed out Spectre's training. We should probably just max out Engineer. And then we can maybe get Advanced Damping. Yeah. I need to use this more. Especially when they keep overheating our guns and stuff. Liara. Right. I like lift. I really do like lift. Warp is good as well though, lower inflicting damage. Yeah, let's stick a few points in there. Tali. Advanced Marksman would help you a bit. Help you do some more damage. Better basic armor, sure. Damage reduction. Let's top off a Quarry Machinist and give her a bit more pistol damage so then she can get Advanced Marksman. Alright, let's make a hard save, why not? Alright, let's see what is going on in here. I suspect turrets, but we've not really had any contact from anyone. This seems kind of eerily quiet so far, doesn't it? Hello? VI? I mean, this feels like a trap, right? Destroy the VI cores. I don't want to kill it. I want to talk to it. God, this feels really sterile at the minute, doesn't it? No music, no nothing. Jeez, look at this. Okay, some 6s. Or maybe they're guns that have VIs built into them. Okay, we've got enemies here. Yes, this feels a bit off. Doesn't it? Is it just me? Yeah, shot Firestorm. Interesting. God, this feels really off. Hello? Are we being gassed? I think we need our helmets on, guys.
Heads up!
Oh! Alright, just slow down for a bloody second. My goodness. Right, what ability am I thinking of here? Yeah, we want AI hacking. And we want, not neural shock. Yeah, we want damping. Oh, 6 and 7. 6 and 8, sorry. Good God, that was chaotic. I'll stick to using the shotguns for those turrets. Man, this is weirdly sterile. It just feels like we've been led into a trap here.
You lead, I'll follow.
Okay, Talon. What is going on here, man? This feels like an unfinished quest at the minute. I'm sure something will happen. It's obviously meant to feel this way. A power junction? Where? Right, so we've just got 2 VI core clusters. Surely we get to talk to it, man. How bizarre is this, man? This feels properly off. Please let us talk to it. What is going on? What do we do? What do we do, man? There's no button prompt. Destroy the conduits. What, do we just throw grenades at them? Apparently. Dude, what is happening? I'm so freaked out now.
Contact.
Is there? What? The Mars ruins? Did we get a technology update? Maybe it's the combat drones? After 20 years of manned research outposts and nearly a century of robotic exploration, the European Space Agency's Lowell City became the first permanent settlement on Mars in 2103. Within a decade, the United States and China had founded permanent settlements as well. The South Polar region of Prometheus Planum developed a Bermuda Triangle reputation. Satellites detected intermittent mass concentrations and magnetic field shifts. In 2148, prospectors working near Deseado crater discovered an underground complex, a Prothean observation post. The odd phenomena were generated by the operation and discharged of a mass effect core, struggling to function despite 50 millennia of neglect. Earth was electrified by the news. Humanity was unequivocally not alone. While courts battled over who owned the ruins, the international scientific community coordinated a massive effort to access, translate, and interpret the databanks recovered from the facility. The facility proved to be a biosciences observation post built when Homo sapiens were first evolving on Earth. While the motives of the Protheans are not certain, translated records indicate that the facility was in regular communication with automated observation platforms in Earth's orbit and on the lunar near side. A half-dozen Mass Effect spaceships found in the facility were presumably used for first-hand observation. Oh, can we not get some information from all of these? Man, this feels really off. I feel like I'm killing something. Do you know what I mean? This mission cannot be this simple. There's really nothing else to read? The lights on the optical mainframes flicker and die. The first of the 3 computing clusters containing the VI is offline. Don't tell me this is like a simple come over here, blow this stuff up and leave mission. Can't be. Man, what the hell? What on earth is this mission, man? Well, I know we're not on Earth, but you know what I mean. What?
I'm on my way.
I really don't know what's going on here, man. Please don't tell me there's nothing more interesting to this. Why are you both still poisoned? I did cure you, didn't I? Man, this is really weird. I have no idea what's going on. Sure. Damn it, Tally. This is the strangest mission that we've had. Is there a glitch? Have I missed something really important here that I was like talking to the AI or something? Because if it's just these three things, got to check for a button prompt in here. Nothing. That's how inaccurate we are with this. Kinetic barrier fields powering up throughout the bunker complex. Oh, okay. Wow. We do so little damage with that. That's not what I meant. Yeah, good job, Shield. This is... I don't know what to say anymore. Oh, interesting, you can take cover behind those things. Literally just no other lore information. What the hell?
All clear.
Oh god, we've glitched. This perfectly summarizes this mission.
Negative contact, Shepard.
Okay, I'm going to moonwalk my way out of here. Okay, I think it's fixed. Guys, you're going to have to tell me if I've missed something like horrendously important here. Oh, for God's sake. That's not what I meant. How annoying is this mission? What the hell is going on, man? If we end up killing an AI here, I'm going to be pissed. I was really excited for this mission. I thought this was going to be like an AI mission. Is this the last building? Yeah. Wow. Just a ton of new guns. Why can't I shoot? Have I run out of... That was weird. It wouldn't let me shoot for a second.
Perimeter secured.
Man, this is... I'm speechless. I don't know what to say anymore. Come on, some more lore, anything? Or more security drones? Right.
All clear.
Yep.
Perimeter secured.
What an absolutely... Ow, my thumb just cracked. What a bizarre mission.
Target.
A burst of white noise over all frequencies nearly deafens you. Your hard suit's heads-up display interprets it into a series of zeros and ones. They repeat again and again, blanketing all frequencies until the lights on the final VI cluster, flicker, and die. Specialization class achieved. Your specialization class will replace your base class in the talents on the squad screen. Talent ranks in your base class transfer over to your specialization class. Go to your squad screen to view the bonuses you gain with each rank in your specialization class. So this was an engineer mission. Oh. Right. Operatives are masters at manipulating their environment to maximum advantage. Reduces recharge time on all tech attacks. Improves overload and sabotage. Medic. Medics combine tech and healing abilities to boost the efficiency of the entire squad. Improves first aid and improves neural shock. I really like neural shock. I don't really use overload and sabotage anywhere near as much as I should. I feel like we might run into... It's just whether you want to fight the Geth or whether you want to fight organics. Wow. A really, really, really dull mission has culminated in an important choice. So this was the engineer-specific mission, I take it. Wow. God. I have no idea. I'm tempted to get medic, to be honest. Because I'm not very good at manipulating the environment, right? Neural shock's great because it just immediately takes them down. We'd heal more. Everyone else would be doing all the damage for us. I think I'm gonna go medic. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Might seem a bit silly, but because we're dealing with the Geth, but I'm gonna go medic.
That's the last of them.
Right. Wow. Neural shock specialization. Okay. Cool. Right. So I guess we're going to need to put some more points into medicine then.
Good as new.
Right. That was a thunderous... Well, I was about to say waste of time. It really wasn't. I mean, why couldn't they have put something... I don't know. Weird. A weird quest. Right, let's get the hell out of here. Man, I was really excited about coming back to Earth and it being a VI mission. And there's just nothing here. That's bizarre, man. I'm sure that there's some more stuff around here, but not that I've found. Alright guys, I'm going to have to end that episode there. A bit annoyed about that, but let me know, did I miss something? Was there more to it? Or was this just a fetch, like a collect-a-thon, fetch questy type mission that I just kind of misinterpreted? Anyway, we finished the X-57 Asteroid mission with the Batarians, which was interesting. We had to let him go to save the hostages. Wasn't really much more of a choice, right? We can't just let them die. But you might end up killing more people in the future, but what can you do? So, I hope you enjoyed this episode, despite this ending mission. Leave me a like if you enjoyed it, and just remember everybody, never trust and uncrate. I'll see you back on Luna.